The Union Budget 2023 has laid an emphasis on creating a groundwork for the wide health infrastructure like tech-aided solution and eliminating diseases through smart public health management. The Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has given a massive push to millets, the coarse grain already being recommended by doctors as having the capability of reducing the burden of diabetes in a country where it has reached epidemic proportions. Now, this is the first time that nutrition gets a big push with a special program called the PM Program for Restoration Awareness Nourishment. Also, she has announced a mission to eliminate sickle cell anemia by 2047. Now, we have an expert to share his outlook on the union budget. Let's see what he has to say.
I think so. There has been a great attempt made in this budget. I think so. Spending on the infrastructure that the government has outlined will definitely, have job opportunities for the lower income class people as well as the middle class people. Plus, the tax benefits has been given where up to 7 lakhs, no tax is payable, and the government has taken a hit of 35,000 crores for that. Which will definitely help elevate the poor and also help drive consumption in the economy for the people who get below that income. Just before, I think so, there was no major mention of Ayushman Bharat on the healthcare side, but there was a slight discussion that she said that so many people have been covered. It was covered in the economic growth survey that was launched before the budget, where more than 22 crore individuals have been covered in Ayushman Bharat. With more than 50,000 crores spent happening through the Ayushman Bharat, 26,000 hospitals. So I think so a lot of things are happening. The budget allocations for the poor and the middle class is improving. Obviously, there is a long list of things that could have happened, but I'm still feeling that given the circumstances, she has done a great job. Yes, I think so. There was mention about not only ICMR but the 157 nursing colleges that they were going to open along with the current medical institutions. I think so. That's a great step because along with the shortage of doctors, I think the shortage of nurses will cripple the hospital industry. I think so. That was a great measure that was taken. This will not only create more jobs but also ensure that healthcare is provided to all the citizens. A lot of emphasis was put on the ICMR, also the artificial intelligence labs that were going to be set up for healthcare and pharma. I think so. This will go a long way in understanding. India does a lot of work in COVID as well, in the genome studies as well. So a lot of effort on the improving the ICMR labs will help India fight the current issues that is happening on the health post the COVID year. So again, it's a great step in the right direction. Sakshi, is at least the government is thinking about this of how to eradicate diseases, spend money towards it. In fact, reduce out-of-pocket expenditure, which they have brought it down from 64% to 48%, and all this is in the right direction of making the citizens of the India healthier. So it's a step in the right direction. One needs to see how this is implemented, but it's a step in the right direction. I will just sum it up because there was not major mention of healthcare and pharma, unfortunately, in the budget speech, and we are all going through the fine print to see thing. But overall, I think so. The government has increased the spends on healthcare from 1.4% of GDP to 2.1% of GDP, and I think so. They continue to be on the target of spending 2.5% of GDP in the next couple of years. So the government is cognizant of that, and I think so. The PLI incentives that were rolled out for the pharma sector and the medical devices sector, I have not seen in the budget speech, but I'm sure which was announced last year. I think so. A continued momentum on that will actually help drive Make in India program for the medical devices, since most of the medical devices today are actually coming from outside India. A couple of things that I think so was slightly, in a sense, not negative, but is on the insurance premium. I think so they mentioned on the 5 lakh beyond which it will be taxable when it is returned. So I think so the market has reacted negatively to that, but one needs to see what exactly does that outlay in terms of the insurance premium that is sort of paid, which will now be taxable in the hands of the citizens.